Phebe Hines, welcome to V100.7 Studios. You are here to promote your new CD, Phebe. Tell our listeners about this new project.
Well, it's a wonderful project. Long time coming. I think I've been out a long time, but God blessed me to come out with this project, and it wasn't actually going to be my project. It started off as something else and ended up something else, but God said it's time now.
It's your time, huh?
Right. He worked it out, and out of it came a wonderful CD. Some fast songs, some slow songs, but pretty much I just want to say just praise and worshiping God kind of music.
Now, who are some of the writers and arrangers of this new project?
Well, this time I got some new people. Before, everybody knows that my brother Bishop Daryl Hines wrote all of the songs on my two previous projects, but this time I have a young lady by the name of Carlita, a young man by the name of Daryl Tucker, Marcus Hunt, another young lady by the name of Latrice, and of course myself. I did a couple of songs also.
Now listen, your first CD, All That I Have, was released in 1991, and from there to 1997, the CD entitled I Give Up All. Now your current release, Phebe. What made you name this CD Phebe?
Well, I don't think that my name has been in the public for about 13 years. I just simply wanted them to remember me. You know, I do a lot of things around the city. I'm involved in my brother's church. I have 3 salons. But in the industry, in the music industry, the gospel industry, I hadn't done anything for like 13 years.
Yeah, speaking of 13 years, it was 13 years since your last release, and before that it was about 6 years. Why so long between the releases of your CDs?
Well, the first one and the second one, it was just like trying to get with the right company. Everybody remember, or if anybody remembers, I was with Air, and they were a good company.
Yes, but, I remember that.
I signed with another company, J. Lou Robb, and that project didn't manifest to the public, but it was there. It was produced by J. Lou Robb, a management company.
Okay. I
took that project and took it and shopped it with Ty Scott.
Okay.
And Ty Scott picked it up. So it took about 6 years, you said? Oh my God, time goes so fast.
Between the first and the second, it was 6 years, and now 13. So.
Okay, so now with the between the last two and the one that I've done now, 13 years transpired because I was doing some things that I was raising my granddaughter, and I really wanted to take that break.
Congratulations.
Thank you, and she's a wonderful young lady. Her name is a dream. I took that break to take care of her. And there were some things that God needed to put in me, and there's some things that God needed to take out of me. And so I just believe that nothing happens unless it's His will and it's His perfect time. And so it wasn't 13 years too long. It was the perfect timing of God. So this is a time right now where I feel comfortable, where I can kind of go out on the road and do the ministry, and she's fine now. She's 13.
Is this a dream right here next to you?
Yeah, this is a
Wave
dream
your hand
right
so
here.
Our listeners can see you. There she is. There she is. Now, Phebe, you were nominated for Female Vocalist of the Year, also the Best New Artist at the Stella Awards. How did that feel to be nominated?
You know what? I was just so excited. I felt like a little kid because even though I have been recording, just to be in an event like that with all of those stars, I felt like a kid for real. And I'm like,
yes.
There goes this, and there goes that, and there goes this, and it was just like I was just like a kid, and I just felt so I guess unworthy to be. You know, I'm really a humble person for real.
Yes, you
I am.
Yes, you
and
are.
so for me to be in the midst, and then to just be honored with such an honor to be just nominated, was just a wonderful feeling for me.
Something to think about here. Now, this might be a hard question for you. If Phebe Hines can do anything different in your career, I don't even want to call it a career, but let me say ministry of gospel music, what will Phebe Hines do different?
I think that everything works together for the good to them that love the Lord.
Yes.
I believe that everything has worked out for me according to how God has wanted it to work out for me. So I'm not really regretful of anything that has happened in my life.
So you wouldn't change anything?
I would probably, if I could change anything, I'd change 25 pounds off of me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Phebe, you've been everywhere. I mean, I've seen you on television. I've heard you on many radio stations throughout the country. What is your most memorable moments in your ministry of Phebe Hines?
I think probably in my younger days, I used to travel all over Milwaukee. And the reason I say it was so memorable because we always think that we have to sing to one another. Black artists sing to black, church members or whatever, the church and the church. God allowed me to experience traveling all over. I didn't know you could travel 11 hours and still be in Wisconsin.
Yes.
And so God opened that door for me, and I was able to sing and minister in front of all people. And believe me, when you're praising God, it doesn't matter what color you are.
No, it doesn't.
And that was one of the things in my life that I will always cherish. There have been big events, like me singing in Madison Square Garden, those type of things.
Wow.
But when we can all come together and praise God as children of God, that makes me more excited because God, He created everybody.
Yes, He did.
And His mercy and His grace and His favor are on all color people. So I think that probably would be the most memorable part of my life, just being able to minister to people and color not matter.
Let me just say this, Milwaukee. You have out a brand new CD that's called Phebe. I've had the opportunity to listen to this CD, Milwaukee. If you don't put this in your library, trust me, if you get this, you will be blessed. Now, what is the best way for our listeners to redeem a copy of this CD?
Some of the websites, you can go to Napster, you can go to CD Now, you can go to Rhapsody and iTunes, and those are the ways that you can get it off the computer. But again, like I said, if you go to a like a department store or just your local record store, if they don't have it, ask them to order it. But I know that some of those stores have it.